1, 2, 3, 4. Someone told me long ago that the calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. So they say it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Hi folks, today I'm gonna teach you how to play Have You Ever Seen the Rain by CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is a great song, real classic, and I'm gonna walk you through the chords, the strumming pattern, and some nice tricks that you can add to this song. We'll dive right in and do a close-up. This song is 4 chords: A minor, F, C, and G. We start with the A minor chord. You put your first finger on the B string first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and your third finger on the G string second fret. You can only hit the highest 5 strings. So you have to not hit the low E string or mute it here with your thumb by gently touching that thumb on the low E string. So you mute it like that. Or in the beginning, I think it's better just by placing the thumb just behind the neck. It's easier. Just hit the highest 5 strings. Okay, then we got the F chord. For the F chord, you have to bar your first finger on both B and high E strings. So you have to bar 2 strings at the same time, like that. Just place it right behind the fret, and then put your second finger on the G string second fret, and your third finger on the D string third fret. For the F chord, you can only hit the highest 4 strings, like that. So don't hit the A and the low E string. So this is your most basic F chord. If you can already play this one, you can also try this one. Then you lift your third finger and place it on the A string third fret, and then your fourth finger goes on the D string third fret. Now you can hit the highest 5 strings instead of 4. So it's got a little more sound to it. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. A little bit more advanced. So if you're starting out, just try this one first with 3 fingers. It's good enough. Okay, then we're moving on to the C chord. Put your first finger on the B string first fret, your second finger on the D string second fret, and your third finger on the A string third fret. For the C chord, it's the same as for the A minor chord. You can only hit the highest 5 strings, so don't hit that low E string. You can also mute it with the thumb if you want to, or just place it right behind the neck. And then finally we got the G chord. You can play it in 2 ways. I first teach it how I play it. I play it with my second finger on the A string second fret, third finger on the low E string third fret, and your fourth finger, your pinky, on the high E string third fret. For the G chord you can hit all the strings, so you don't have to worry about that. There are a lot of players who play it with their first 3 fingers. So it's the same chord, but you start with your first finger on the A string second fret, then your second finger on the low E string third fret, and your third finger on the high E string third fret. If you think that's better for you, or you already play it like that, that's fine too. I play it like this. So you gotta pick one, or just learn them both. Then, first practice those 4 chords, A minor, F, C, and G. The F chord is a tricky one. Just if you're starting out, the F, it just won't sound that brilliant in the beginning. So don't worry about it. That will come in time. First it's gonna sound more like, and then that bar chord is really nasty in the beginning. That will come, don't worry. Just practice it, just string by string. See if you can really press with the tip of your finger each string. Really bend those knuckles nice and easy, and then bar that first finger right there. And just for a little practice, each string you gotta nail that one. Make it sound clean and clear. And if it's not sounding in the beginning right away good, that's fine. Just practice it a bit and then move on. Just have some fun with the song. For the verse, we start with the C chord. The strumming pattern goes like this. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I use a pick for this strumming pattern. You can also just use your thumb and your index finger like that. Just place the thumb against the index finger and play from the wrist like that. And with this strumming pattern, it just goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But for the first one end, you just play a little bit on the A, the D, and the G string like this, down, up. And then the second down, up, you play it on the highest 3 strings, on the G, B, and high E, down, up. So you go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just first on the lower 3 strings and then the higher 3 strings. Lower 3 strings, higher 3 strings. Like this. And then you hear some different sounds. You hear low and high. That's what you want to hear. And you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and play from the wrist. Just loosen that wrist. Don't play from the elbow. Some just lock their wrist and they play from the elbow. You don't want to do that. Play from the wrist. Just loosen it up. And when you use a pick, just hold it firmly but not too tight. You gotta like loosen that thumb and index finger also a little bit. You gotta have it firmly so you don't drop it, but not too firmly. You wanna make a nice motion, nice and easy, a little flow like that. And you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and from the wrist, loosen it up. So you gotta practice that, you know. It takes some time. In the beginning it's all like and it doesn't sound like really great, but with some practice it's getting better and better. So again, practice makes perfect. So 1 bar is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the first line is 4 bars of C. Then the second line is 2 bars of the G chord and 2 bars for the C chord. So I'll count to 4 and I'll play it really slow for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to G. 1, 2, and to C. 1, 2. Like that. I'll sing along. 1, 2, 3, 4, and someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. Gee, I know it's been coming, see, for some time. And then, so those are the first two lines, and then line 3 and 4 are exactly the same. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. Gee, I know, shining down, see, like water. Okay, so that's the verse. Just C and G. So then we move on to the chorus. For the chorus, we have F, G, C, and A minor. So we got 1 bar for F, 1 bar for G, 1 bar for C, and 1 bar for A minor. Here we go. I'll play from this angle really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Then to G, 1. C, 1 bar. A minor, 1 bar. So that's the first line. Second line is exactly the same. And then the third line is 1 bar for F, 1 bar for G, and 2 bars for the C chord. It's okay. Now let's play the entire chorus slowly, and I'll sing along. 1. I'll play now the second F with 4 fingers, but you can also play that with 3 fingers. So pick one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I, G, wanna know. C, have you ever seen A minor, the rain? F, I, G, wanna know. C, have you ever seen A minor, the rain? F, coming G down on a sunny C day. Like that. All the verses are exactly the same, and all the choruses are also the same. So if you know one chorus and one verse, you can play the entire piece. For the intro, we got 1 bar A minor, 1 bar F, 1 bar C, 1 bar G, and 2 bars C. Okay, let's play that slow from this angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, F, C, G, and C, 2 bars. Okay, that's your basic intro right there. You can also add a little trick right in the beginning. If you listen to the song, you hear like this. So we hear. So you start with small movements. You go. And it's got to be really fast, but you have to make a really small move, not big movements, just really small, like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go. So really fast, down, up, down, and then you hit upwards from the highest 3 strings, like that. First, here on the lowest 3 strings, you go down, up, down, up, and then we go to the F chord, just your regular 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then when we go to the C, before you go to the C, you skip that up, so you can play that da-da-dun on the C again. So really have that in mind, keep that in mind, that you, on the F chord, you gotta skip the last up. So when you go to C, you can play da-da-dun. Here we go. From the F, slowly from the F, and then I'll play that same thing that I played on the A minor, but now for the C chord. So F slowly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do that again, slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then G, your normal, regular G, and C 2 bars. Let's do that from the top with the tricks, the fast strumming on the A minor and C chord. Here we go, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Then a little bit more of an intermediate trick for the chorus. For the basic part, we just played F, G, C, and A minor. Now we add a little trick to that. We're gonna play this. I wanna know, have you ever that? So we got on the F chord just your regular 1 bar of F, then 1 bar of G, and then we go to the C chord. We play a half bar on the C, so that's down, up, and then we lift that third finger and we put a second finger on the A string, 2nd fret, and then you mute the low E string and the D string, and we got a C over B. So we got a C chord with a B in the bass, and we play that for a half measure, 1 and 2, and so you play first on the C chord 1 and 2, and then C over B, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and really you have to make that A string, you have to really make that stand out. So really touch that, hit that A string like that, 1 and 2 and then C over B, 1 and 2 and 1. So you hear the difference in that chord change. And then we go to the A minor chord. We also play a half bar on the A minor chord. Again, 1 and 2 and then we lift that third finger from the A minor chord and we place it on the low E string, 3rd fret. And again, the A string is muted, so you just place that third finger just on top of the A string, so you mute that automatically, and you play again. Now you got an A minor 7 over G, or an A minor 7 with a G note in the bass. And you play also a half bar, 1 and 2, and so 1 on the A minor, 1, a half bar on A minor, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and so the whole trick is from C, 1 and 2, C over B, 1 and 2, A minor over G, like that. So we got F again, F, G, C, C over B, A minor over G, and again F, G. Have you ever seen the rain? And then F, coming G down on a sunny day scene. So that's a really nice trick to add. It's also, you can hear it in the song, and John Fogerty also plays it when he's on the acoustic live. But just start out with the basics. If you really feel comfortable with that, then add those tricks. Okay. Congratulations for learning this song on the guitar, and now practice daily to overcome those hurdles and obstacles and work on learning and improving your song. Well, I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more tutorials like this. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.